Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purplelunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, I'm going to be going over all of the November astrology transits. I will be reading for the collective, and I will be offering some free and paid mini readings at the end. Please remember, we are multi streaming, so we're on 3 different platforms at the same time. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I can see all of your comments, so make sure to say hello and let me know where you're watching from. All right, I do see everyone coming in. Diana, welcome. I do understand we're not going to have Michelle today. She is celebrating a birthday for her son. So happy birthday to Michelle's son. Um, let me see. Facebook looks like it's connecting okay. I'm not seeing Twitch, but that's not really unusual. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the transits. You're going to see the information scrolling across your screen there. I'm going to show you what readings we're offering. I've made a couple of special spreads just for this November astrology that we're looking at tonight. And again, you'll see that information on your screen as well. All right, so I'm just going to get started. And I did put some of these transits on this video, and not all of them. There are several transits in the month of November. We're going to discuss each one of them, but I put the most important ones in the video. All right, so let's get started. Right away, the first thing I want to mention is I want you to notice Pluto, Pluto on your screen, but also Pluto as I go through this astrology, because Pluto is going to be one of the most challenging energies as it connects with each one of these transits until about the end of the month. And then Pluto kind of lets off a little bit. So just kind of pay attention how many times I mention Pluto and how many times I tell you that energy may impact you. All right, so the first thing I want to start out with, November 1st, is the Scorpio new moon. So we've already been talking about the Scorpio new moon. We talked about it extensively last week. Very powerful energy, and it is going to be about embracing the new you. This energy is going to be Phoenix rising energy, and it's going to help you feel very productive. For those of you on this very special type of spiritual awakening journey, I would definitely say circle November 1st as a hot date. All right, on November 2nd, we have Mercury in Scorpio, and this energy is going to be trine Mars in Cancer. So, this energy is no sugarcoating, straight to the heart of the matter. And an example could be where you're dealing with marriage or first date, a promotion or a raise. It's really no time for small talk. Small talk. You're just going to get straight to it. Also, on November 2nd, we have Mercury in Scorpio sextile Pluto in Capricorn. This energy is about determination and discipline. Will you push forward? That's really the question here. This energy is going to be tough, but I do feel like it's going to give you this momentum. So, will you make that energy count on November 2nd? Also, on November 2nd, we have Mercury entering Sagittarius. So, this is about truth and honesty. Say what you mean comes to a whole different level, and it really proceeds throughout the rest of the year. It's also a great time to make travel plans. So I think that's pretty interesting because I am Missouri bound at the end of this month. So that's really exciting. On June 3rd, I'm sorry, June, listen to me. On November 3rd, Juno enters Scorpio. This is going to be more for those of you that have close, intimate relationships. You may start to see those relationships start to intensify. It may seem like a now or never type of energy. You're very much going to find complete devotion on November 3rd. In the next several weeks, you'll have the opportunity to create bonds that will never break. Now, of course, when I looked this energy up, it said that would be hard to break, but I feel like this energy is so powerful that once these bonds are made, they won't be broken. Also on the 3rd, Mars in Cancer, opposition Pluto in Capricorn. So this is going to be about some disagreements. Everyone could be kind of trying to instigate a battle or be antagonizing. It's very passive aggressive energy. And my advice to you is going to be to avoid conflict. Those of you on this very special journey with me, I would definitely say circle November 3rd as a hot date just for this particular reason. And then lastly, on the 3rd, we have Venus in Sagittarius, and this energy is opposition Jupiter and Gemini. So relax and enjoy this holiday season is really what I'm picking up from here. It says not a time to be productive anyway. So you want to make sure that you're just able to be present. Make sure to stick to your budget. And if you don't, it's very possible that you may struggle later. All right, the last thing, late on the 3rd, we have Mars entering Leo. And I mean, thank goodness, right? Mars has been in Cancer for quite some time. Um, Hold on, let me get rid of this just really quickly. But Mars in Cancer is this energy of like we're having to deal with our feelings. Our feelings are like straight up in our face. And I don't know, Mars just did not like being in their feelings, right? And that energy is more of like aggression. It's more of a warrior. It's not trying to like sit, be present, and understand why they feel a certain way, right? So Mars moving into Leo is like a much more um Mars likes it in Leo a lot better. This energy is fiery and feisty just as the Mars energy is. It's very passionate energy, so it's like Mars just feels more comfortable in Leo. So Mars will visit the passionate sign of Leo for the rest of 2024 and part of 2025. It's going to make us feel like the king of the jungle type of energy. So you can expect some drama with this energy. Practice your roar, right? And don't forget to circle this date as a hot date on your calendar. Also, on November 4th, we have the Sun in Scorpio trine Saturn in Pisces. So the mountains that you've been trying to move may have been like they're very difficult or challenging, and it could seem like they start sliding with ease on this day, November 4th. The Sun in Scorpio trine Saturn in Pisces. It's a perfect opportunity for manifesting your miracles and definitely by speaking them into existence. All right, on November 7th, we have the moon in Capricorn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. So again, circle this as a hot date. Moon in Capricorn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. So here's where you're going to see how the new you has more power and control than the old you did. You will start to bring like new life to energy that you may have felt was down and out. And the moon will then move into Aquarius. So circle November 7th as a hot date. On November 9th, I have Venus in Sagittarius, and it's going to be square Neptune in Pisces. So this energy is going to be very compassionate, so extra compassionate, but also keeping healthy boundaries. It's going to be really important on November 9th. And you don't want to let others take advantage of you when you're feeling all this extra compassion. All right, on November 11th, we have Venus entering Capricorn. So it's not about romance. This is going to be more about getting serious when it comes to your finances. You want to be practical. You want to stick with people that can help make your life better. On November 12th, you're going to have Mercury in Sagittarius. I just realized our video wasn't playing. Mercury in Sagittarius, square Saturn and Pisces. So this is going to be, I feel like it's going to give you a little bit of a taste of the last retrograde we're going to experience for 2024. You could experience some misunderstandings and confusion. You really want to think things through before opening our mouths, right? So November 12th, Mercury in Sagittarius, square Saturn and Pisces, a little bit of what Mercury retrograde may feel like. All right, so also on the 12th, we have Saturn going direct in Pisces. Oh my goodness, right? This is going to be a big one. This energy is back to reality type of energy. This is also forced alignment. This is the energy, this Saturn going direct in Pisces is why we call the November twin flame current energy. And that's why I called it forced alignment, because of Saturn going direct in Pisces on November 12th. So that is going to be the why. Again, back to reality type of energy, forced alignment. You want to take what you've learned from June 29th when Saturn went retrograde in Pisces to now to build a new solid foundation. Also to build stronger emotional boundaries as you prepare for 2025. It's also new opportunities will open up for you. Saturn going direct in Pisces. You may feel less limited with this energy. Hello, Miss Ruby Jewel. I love that name. All right, November 15th. Here's where it starts to get a little, whew. We have Taurus full moon. So we all know that we feel a certain way when we experience new moons and full moons. Especially, I feel like more people notice the full moon energy more than they notice the new moon energy. But you may find yourself like really starting to realize what your values are and what you're desiring out of life, and then how to mix the two. I feel like that's what this Taurus full moon is going to do for all of us. It is, again, so that you can prepare for how you can do things better in 2025. You definitely want to like focus on wins and losses and financial wins and losses. That is Taurus energy. All right, so then on the 16th, we have the Sun in Scorpio, opposition Uranus in Taurus. This is unpredictable energies. For those of you on this very unique type of spiritual awakening journey with me, I would definitely circle the 16th as a hot date. And honestly, you could circle the 15th as well, that Taurus full moon. But the 16th, that unpredictable energy is going to keep us on our toes. And honestly, anything and most likely um, I mean, everything and anything is type of energy. Like all of this could happen. Anything could happen. Anything that you feel like is unexpected definitely could happen. That's going to be November 16th. My best advice is breathe on this day, right? Be patient, implement self-care as you just ride the wave and go with the flow of November 16th. On November 18th, you have Mercury in Sagittarius, and this is going to be opposition Jupiter and Gemini. So this is more waves, and it may feel like some of us are experiencing sensory overload. Expect a huge rise in communications. This could come in phone calls, texts, social media updates. You could have racing thoughts, and just honestly, it's information overload. For those of you on this very specific journey with me, please circle the November 18th as a hot date. Also on the 18th, we have the Sun in Scorpio. It's going to be trine Neptune in Pisces. Better day for visualization practices, meditation, manifestations, or healing. So really, honestly, a better day just to spend indoors on self-care anyway. Anyway, it's going to be this energy where it's going to help you explore hidden parts of your mind and maybe even some of your deepest fantasies. On November 19th, are you guys ready? This is going to be my absolute favorite. Pluto enters Aquarius. Guys, this is the last time that Pluto will enter Aquarius for us in our lifetime. So if you're here with me in 2024, you will not experience this energy again. It is definitely a massive end of an era. And the first thing I want to say is really honestly, to all the cardinal signs. I know you guys have been hearing it for weeks, and it's like we really didn't talk about it until like the last stretch of the race. And then we were like, oh, by the way, these 4 signs you've been getting cracked on the most, right? But it does seem like that is the case. So for the cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer, this energy is marking the end of a 16-year karmic lesson cycle. So you've been experiencing one massive lesson after another. So if you have strong placements in these cardinal signs, you've been going through massive transformation, and you are not the same person that you were 16 years ago. Right. And remember now, as Pluto's moving into Aquarius, and I say the end of an era, this this planet has made its run around all of the zodiac signs, and it's in each sign for 20 some years. So it's like this is a long period of time, and now it's went through all 12 signs. This is definitely a massive ending of an era. You're going to experience massive endings everywhere in your life, relationships, careers, anything, spiritual beliefs. It's like your whole foundation has crumbled and you have started to rebuild. But what I'm going to say to the cardinal signs is, for those of you that know what I'm talking about and you've already like started to rebuild, you've been rebuilding with one massive obstacle against you after another. This is the beginning of that shit coming to an end. And I feel like as I'm telling you this energy, this tough one mountain, one climb, one freaking fierce lesson after another, it's like you're not going to really understand what I'm saying because you've been dealing with this energy for so long. I talk to people that I say, where were you 16 years ago? Some of them were still in high school 16 years ago, right? Like this is all they've known their entire life. You see what I'm saying? So it's like this is a massive end to shit being hard, and it's going to start to flow easier for you. Now, I know that as we talk about this, and people are like, well, that's the cardinal signs. And we also know that now it's the fixed signs turn. So I get it. It's just going to move to a different area of our life. But I do feel like, for especially for their cardinal signs, those one obstacle after another is coming to an end. And now things will flow more like the air, more like with ease, right? No obstacles in your way. For those of you on this journey with me, I would definitely circle November 9th as a hot date. All right. So I did put that, Pluto did go back and forth all of 2024. So it was like this go, stop, which is really what I was just talking about. It will stay in Aquarius for the next 2 decades. I do want to make that point. It will stay in Aquarius for the next new decade. And this is what makes the dawning of a new age, dawning of a new age. You're going to hear a lot of people talking about that. You're going to see fallen empires, new visions for the world. These are all things that like we've already started to experience all of 2024, because again, it had already went back and forth from Aquarius to Capricorn during these retrogrades. So it was like we already got to see these sneak peeks, right? I had to get a drink of water. I don't know why I talk so fast. All right. Let's see. Late on November 21st, we do have the sun entering Sagittarius. This is going to be adventure awaits energy, optimistic energy. Next 4 weeks, this energy will be generous. So Jupiter is the energy that represents Sagittarius, and it will be filled with freedom and new horizons. Also on the 21st, we have the Sun in Sagittarius sextile Pluto in Aquarius. So here is where Pluto energy, which has always been working for us, even though it was challenging and hard for us to understand, but here's where it becomes easier. So now this heavy hitting planet will help us focus and find success. Are you ready? Before the end of 2024. That's right, you heard me. Before the end of 2024. On November 21st, the Sun in Sagittarius sextile Pluto in Aquarius. I know Sandra's like, what are you talking about? I'm going to explain it to you in just a moment. It's going to be this energy of no guts, no glory. No guts, no glory. You don't want to, let's see. Don't forget to circle this date, November 21st, definitely a big hot date. I will be there on the 21st. So that is also Sandra's birthday. So everybody, happy birthday, Sandra. I want to talk about how, let me pull this up really quick. Let me see if I can share something with you guys. Sometimes, oh, it's not gonna let me. But sometimes you can go to the astro.com and you can pull up the sun moving into the next sign, and it will actually tell you the exact time, like the exact time that that sign moves from one to the other. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. But yes, so happy birthday, Sandra, right? I will be down there. I'm so excited about it. We're definitely going to be doing some really special lives while I'm there. But we'll announce more of that through the month as we get closer. All right, let's keep going. November 22nd, we have Venus in Capricorn, and this is going to be sextile Saturn in Pisces. This is interesting energy to me because um, it's actually very serious energy, and it's a strong possibility for signing of contracts or getting engaged. Signing of contracts or getting engaged. So those of you on this very specific journey with me, I would definitely circle November 22nd as a hot date. All right, on November 25th, we have Mercury going retrograde in Sagittarius. This is very shifty energy. None of us like Mercury retrograde. And I mean, I could sit here and tell you what it's about, but I feel like if you're watching me, we talk about it 3 times a year, right? So it's like we know. So what I do want to remind you is that retrogrades are an opportunity to revisit that planet's energy. This is the last Mercury retrograde, the third and last Mercury retrograde of 2025. 2024. And it will close out actually before 2025 starts. So if you guys remember, we started 2024 in the middle of a Mercury retrograde. You guys remember that? And it kind of gave this like delayed energy at the beginning of the year. We won't have that problem with 2025. It's full force ahead. I can't even express to you how fast the energy is going to be moving. But yes, November 25th, Mercury going retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. It's going to be this energy that, the best way to work with this is slow down. That's it, honestly. Just slow down and sit down, right? That's going to be the best way to work with that energy. For me, that is super hard, super hard. All right, on the 27th, we have the Sun in Sagittarius trying Mars in Leo. Expect a major confidence boost with this energy. You can tackle demanding obstacles with ease and make power moves. November 27th. On November 30th, we have Pallas entering Capricorn. For those of you on this very important spiritual awakening journey with me, a very specific one, right? I would definitely circle the 30th as a hot date. Pallas represents your creativity, and Capricorn is all about making money. So get ready to start thinking about monetizing your own talents. That's right, you heard me. It's time to make a name for yourself. And I would definitely use this time to work on your talents because you're going to be able to see that everything you work on just kind of skyrockets. Also on November 30th, we have the new moon in Sagittarius. This is going to be move out of your comfort zone, right? Definitely take a leap of faith. This is actually a reading that I'm offering for you guys tonight. It's going to be a very spiritual day. You're going to feel really connected to spirit or source, God, whatever label you need to put there. Much is going to happen. A lot of energy is going to happen in the month of November. And what I'm going to say is, I feel like by the end of the month, your relationship with God is going to expand further than ever before. Your faith will grow, and for some of you, your faith will become bigger than your fear. That's it, guys. Happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. All right, let's see. So you guys see the readings that I'm offering tonight? Jenna, hello. Diana says, I will be on the phone with you. Yes. All right. That is our free reading that I'm offering tonight. And I am going to start with a collective first. There's our leap of faith. It's interesting because I feel like November has this buildup. But it's like after we get through Pluto, right? After we get through Pluto shaking the shit out of all the transits, like through the whole first part of November, it's like all of a sudden the energy becomes much more empowering, much more stable, and it's like it has direction, right? Sagittarius is like aiming that bow and arrow. It's like it takes direction. All right. Let's get to the collective. So I am going to start collective reading first. I'm just going to look at our masculine and feminine energies. I did read for the November twin flame energy update, and that is already posted over on my YouTube channel. If you guys missed it, you can find it under the live tab. And I'm starting out with the Blessed Bee Oracle. November will be challenging and we will see many obstacles. We'll see ourselves overcome many obstacles, but I also feel like we're also going to see many, many blessings. Diana, thank you for helping over on Facebook. As moderators are taking names for our reading list immediately following the collective reading. I don't think I'm going to go into it too much. I feel like I'm having a little bit of a disagreement with Spirit right at this moment. But we did just do the November Twin Flame energy update where we got very detailed. So I think I'm just going to look at our overall energies and the bridging energy. A blessing to lift sadness comes out for Divine Masculine. I feel like that really coincides with the reading that we did for November Twin Flames. It was Phoenix Rising energy. The feminine energy, we have a blessing to find truth. It's number 25. Wasn't it the 25th? Is it 25th? The 25th, Mercury goes retrograde. The number definitely stuck out to me strongly. So a blessing to lift sadness is number 30. But a blessing to find truth. Guys, remember, I didn't want to go over the Mercury retrograde stuff, but I guess we're going to. It's that energy where, one, there could be some delays, right? So you want to be like extra cautious. You want to take extra time. Mercury retrograde is also where you could deal with some technology issues, right? We have communication like technology. I'll forget to turn the sound on at least 5 times during this Mercury retrograde, right? And that's why you always see my moderators going audio check, video check, because I promise, like, stuff happens all the time for us during Mercury retrogrades. Remember, retrograde's a period to revisit that planet's energy. That's the most positive spin I can put on retrograde, right? But of course, it's also about the exes. That's really what we all remember, right? Is that there's exes or people from our past returning. And what's happening with Mercury retrograde, when I say an opportunity to revisit that planet's energy, Mercury is all about communication. It's all about thought process. It's all about information. So it's like you could have some situation with someone where the communication, like something isn't said yet, like something still needs to be said, or some truth still needs to be spoken, or it's like maybe you need to find out some truth, maybe you need to hear some truth from someone, right? But yes, I feel like Mercury retrograde energy could sneak up on divine feminine a little bit quicker than that November 25th date. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. The bridging energy. A blessing for a mother, it's going to be number 12. And a blessing on your love is on the bottom. I love the ram antlers. Giving a little Aries energy and maybe a little Capricorn energy. A blessing on a mother is definitely like Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. It's giving me this centered and grounded energy. It's also giving me self-care. Again, the antlers sticking out. It's almost like you know what you have to do is the message I'm hearing. All right, a blessing to lift sadness. I'm going to use the Modern Goddess Tarot to start. Big confirmation. We have Temperance coming out, and Temperance is that Sagittarian energy. It's about finding balance. It could be about emotional balance, but really it's just about healing. And I do want to point out that Temperance is slow moving energy. So it's like this is taking a long time for divine masculine. We have the sun, so big confirmation of lifting sadness. And look at this, Six of Swords is here. It's like divine masculine has started listening to spirit, has started following guidance. Six of Swords is about spirit taking you to calmer waters, right? Um, there is a family on the boat. I just want to point that out. I feel like something about lifting the sadness for themselves and a family. This could have something to do with healing a family. They could be healing for a family. All right, a blessing to find truth is coming out for divine feminine. And I just want to say, like, really strongly, the 25 stuck out to me. And I knew immediately that Mercury retrograde, right? Like I knew immediately that that was the connection. So it's like you could be finding truth in something that you may have thought was closed out. The crows are sticking out to me. I'm surprised we didn't get that Morgan card. But the chariot comes out, and the chariot says, like, don't be afraid to move quickly. Don't be afraid to find something out quickly. We also have the magician, and we have the Seven of Cups. The magician could be some manipulation. It could be manifestation as well. You could be speaking truth into existence, right? So a big lesson that I've been learning is a lot of times we have trouble manifesting because like a higher self knows that something is possible for us, but it's like our 3D self denies it for ourselves. Like our mind or our ego denies it and says, oh no, that's not for you, or you can't have this thing, right? So it could definitely be that, but I'm totally not getting that. I'm just again trying to sugarcoat, I guess. But it's like I feel that you're gonna find out It's very possible you're going to find out that someone manipulated you in some way. And I feel that that manipulation could have caused you to make a choice, Seven of Cups, that you may not have made, Divine Feminine, had you had the facts. And whatever this truth is, Divine Feminine, it comes in quickly. It comes in quickly this week. The Chariot is Cancer energy. All right, let's look for a blessing for a mother. It's number 12. It's like stay grounded. There's definitely something about a firm foundation here. We have Crone of Cups. That's my clue card for Divine Masculine. We have Ace of Pentacles. That's about a new beginning or a new offer. Page of Swords. That's my creepy stalker. Somebody's watching. On the bottom, we have the Strength card. That's Leo energy. I do feel like overall energy is Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. You're really going to have to dig deep here to take control of some emotion. I'm not sure if it's like excitement, but there is some type of new offer here, which allows you to take like a new direction or redirection, or maybe like it's like you look at where you thought you were going or where you thought you wanted to go, and it's like you make a different choice. Something about the offer from this Crone of Cups causes you to make a different choice. Crone of Cups is about having like emotional intelligence. Your emotions do not cause like you to act a certain way, or doesn't cause you to react in any type of way. But there's definitely something here about a big beginning, a new beginning. All right. Let's do guidance. I'm going to use the Keepers of the Light. So we've seen some Leo energy. We've seen some Sagittarius energy, Aries energy, Cancer, Mercury. Mercury could be Virgo or Gemini. All right, so we have Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. You have Master Jesus, forgiveness. This is going to definitely come for Divine Feminine here. You're on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible. Father healing is possible at this time. Let's pull one more. Radha, Soul Flame, the twin flames of the ascended masters, right? Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. Super interesting. On the bottom, Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond drama. Create your own path and make room for good energy. All right, guys, that's going to be your collective. I hope that was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. I'm going to show you guys what it is that we are doing tonight. I think I can skip ahead. Maybe. There it goes. All right. I'm just going to clean up really quickly, and then I'll go look at the list. Starluva. All right. Sandra gets Leap of Faith. I love it. Pam on YouTube wants November outlook. Vanessa on Facebook. November outlook. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to click on it or it was going to go away. Dream Sequa. November outlook. Dream Sequa. I still need to put your time in your chart. I'm going to do it, I promise. Dream Sequa confirmed with me today. You guys, I got a secret to tell you. Ready? For those of you that don't know your time of birth, if you don't know your time of birth, you can still get a birth chart, of course. You can still get a chart. It'll still give you a lot of information. But when you really want to get to the nitty gritty of things, you want your time of birth. So if you don't know your time of birth, are you ready? You can order your birth certificate in a long form. And that's going to give you your time of birth. Dream Sequa got hers and she confirmed with me it works. So those of you that do not know your time of birth, go order your birth certificates long form style and you will then have your time of birth. All right, I don't know why more people don't say that and don't tell us that, because you would not believe the amount of charts that I've done that don't have their birth. So there is, we normally start at sunrise if you don't have time of birth. Sometimes I like to adjust and move things around, especially if I know the person, right? Like I can really move stuff around, the time. So I feel like I get a more closer match, right, to that person. But yeah, knowing the time of birth is super important. And if I've already done your chart and you didn't know your time of birth at that time, it just takes nothing to edit that chart. So please reach out to me, let me know your time of birth, and I will get it put in there. And then I will send you a new chart picture with the exact chart with your exact information, right? So exciting. All right, dreams. Wanted November outlook. And Jenna, November, and Oksana. Oksana, am I saying that right? November. And Renee on Facebook. Hello, Renee. No way. Starluba, explain. All his planets are in 3 houses. All his planets are in 3 signs. Explain. Explain what you mean. So he has all those empty houses. Is that what you're saying? How many? Like, I'd have to see this chart. That would be a crazy chart. I know that is crazy. We want to add Starluba. I would totally want to see that. November outlook, Starluba. Oh, I know. Leap of faith for Sandra. Oh my gosh. And he's a Scorpio sun. Oh my God. I would love to see that. Please do. Yes, please do. I will look at it as soon as we're done with the live. It's gonna blow me away. I mean, I've seen some crazy charts, but I feel like that many empty houses. And guys, you know how people say, and Starluba, tell me what you think about this, but you know how some people say that if a house is empty, then you don't have to worry about that house. For example, my 7th house, which is relationships, was an empty house. Do y'all think that I've not had any issues in relationships in my lifetime? Because let me tell you, that would be so wrong. You know what I mean? So I think that when a house is empty, it's more about, where the planets that rule that house, where are they at? And because they're not there helping that house, right? And if the house is empty, it's like you have to put that much more effort, that much more work into that energy because you don't have the assistance of having planets in that house giving you extra energy and extra boost in that situation. So I'm just saying, if a house is empty, oh my goodness. So to find out that someone had Pooja, hello Pooja. Let's see if Pooja wants to be added to the list. But to have that many empty houses would mean he could be experiencing a lot of challenges, right? But on the other hand, Starluva, to have that many planets together, that many stelliums on a chart, you see what I'm saying? That could actually help him overcome those things that would seem like super challenging. And he could be someone who's like really in control of his life. It could definitely be like one way or the other. I would love to see that chart. All right, here we go. Sandra, I'm trying to decide which cards I want to use. Sandra, let's use the Native Spirit Oracle that you just gifted me for the leap of faith. All right, so the first thing I'm looking at is the leap of faith that you're being asked to take. The leap of faith that you're being asked to take. All right, we have Spirit of the Water coming out. Of course, I'm going to have to look it up. I feel like it could definitely have something to do with your emotions, how you feel about something. It could have something to do with cleansing and purifying as well. Why you're afraid to take the leap. We have the Storyteller card coming out. It could be this energy like you're afraid of something happening again. You're afraid of falling for someone's story again, something like that. How the universe will support you. We have nature spirits. I'm seeing like a portal, like an opening. It's almost like a pathway through the forest type of energy. Ooh, Sandra, we have the trickster. The trickster coming out for guidance. It's like watch out for something or someone. All right, let's got what may happen. What may happen? Potential outcome. Keeper of the West. Okay, I remember the West. All right, so one is about releasing the past. All right, y'all, I decided to use new cards. Hi, Catherine. To do Sandra's reading. So now, the Storyteller card says you can choose the meaning you want to give something. Why are you afraid to take a leap? I feel like this is about a person, Sandra, and it's like this person, maybe they tell stories, but it's like something about falling for their story or falling for their line or falling for something that someone's telling you. It's like that's why you're afraid to take the leap of faith. Give me a second while I piece it together. And remind me to practice more with these cards for Pete's sake. All right, Spirit of the Water, trust your intuition. Know that you're on the right path. Take time to nurture yourself. Only your inner child, allow your inner child free reign. So that's going to be what I'm picking up there. It's almost like this emotion of not wanting to allow yourself to be free to feel something or do something. I do feel like it has something to do with like another person. There's another energy, a very powerful other energy here. How the universe is going to support you, the nature spirits, it's like there's some portal, there's some path being lined up for you. That's definitely what I'm picking up with that card. The guidance is the trickster card. That's the card I wanted to look up. I feel like it said something like something may not seem as it is. Something may not seem as it looks, or it's like it could look different than it could be different than what you're seeing. But when I'm reading that, I'm kind of getting this energy that like you could think something's bad, or you could think that someone is going to tell you the same story that they've told you before, but it's like they're actually giving you something different, or they could be telling you something different. You could be like guarded, and it's actually like clean slate. I'm coming at you in a different way. Let's look at what the Spirit Keeper of the West says. So there's four of these, right? There's the East, West, North, and South. They each had a different one. This one is about transformation, letting go of the old. So I was right. Thank goodness, right? But it's like letting go of something of the past. So I don't think it's a person that you're supposed to let go of, per se, Sandra. I feel like this is more about letting go of this belief that something's going to, like, quit telling the same story. Quit telling yourself the story that something's going to happen the same way. It's like you can change and make it whatever you want at this point. It's almost like the universe is giving you this new opportunity to go through this portal and change the old story, right? All right. All right, Sandra, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. I was going to pull some tarot, but Spirit says there's no need because you know who I'm talking about. All right, next I have Pam. Pam on YouTube is getting November Outlook. Yeah, it definitely turned different than I thought it was going to at first. It was because I was feeling your like, standoffish boundary, like you're gonna do this to me again type of thing. And then Spirit was like, no, wait a minute. PM on YouTube, say hi to me in the comments. All right, I'm going to go ahead and rhyme with it. Here we go. Biggest win. There we go. Biggest win in November, Pam. I'm using the Energy Oracle, which kind of tells me a couple things. It tells me you could feel guarded or you could be guarding your energy. It's like the energy oracle is the card that I pull when I feel like it's challenging for me to read the energy. So you could be scared what's going to come out, or you could just be feeling like extra guarded, nervous maybe. Let's see what comes out. November, your biggest win. Wow, the journey card comes out, and it is my clue card for the twin flame journey. It's number 2. So it could have something to do with a partnership. She's kind of dropping the luggage, so it's like leaving something in the past, not allowed to take it with you, and finally moving forward in the right direction is what I'm picking up. All right, your most challenging obstacle, anxiety. Look at this, number 18. So the anxiety card talks about how there's a storm outside this window, and it's like she's not sure if the storm is coming or going. So the whole point is like be present. There's no need to worry about something that's in the past or something that hasn't happened yet. All right, where you need to take a leap of faith. We have a woman holding a heart. It's number 44. And this is going to be about unconditional love. And then the last card I'm pulling out for you, PM, is guidance. We have appreciation. It's number 15. So you have 2, 18, 44, and 15. Appreciation says it may feel like there's nothing left. It's definitely giving me 5 of Cups type of energy, like you've experienced some loss. You need to figure out what is remaining. What do you have left from the thing that you lost? Because whatever is left is bigger than you think it is, and it's actually going to like move you or propel you forward. A lot of times, it's a lesson. It's a tough lesson that we had to learn, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there, Pam. I hope that was helpful. All right, Vanessa on Facebook. Vanessa, say hi to me in the comments. And Vanessa is doing November Outlook as well. Perfect. All right, Vanessa, your biggest win. Ooh, I feel like so many wanted to come out. The strategy card is here. Your most challenging obstacle. You have a contract where you take a leap of faith. You have broken heart, and your guidance is indecision. On the bottom is patience. It's going to have something to do with divine timing. All right, so your biggest win is something that you've planned out and you've been thinking about for a long time. The feather pen is definitely sticking out to me, but so is the journal log in the background. So this could be something that you wrote down, some information that you kept. So I feel like you're going to use that information. That's how you're going to get your win, is dealing with whatever this challenge is that has to do with contracts. Contract says that you didn't see the fine print. Someone could have gotten one over on you. Where you're going to have to take a leap of faith is this broken heart. There's something that's fixing to start when something else feels like it's not quite finished. Maybe you're mending a broken heart and it's like something picks up, something gets started, and you're like, wait a minute, I'm not sure if I'm done healing yet. And that's where you're going to take your leap of faith. The guidance is make a decision and stick to it. So you could be like suffering from self-doubt. A lot of times when we suffer any type of loss or any type of like painful moment in life, it's like we start doubting ourselves. Like, can we make this decision? Like, I didn't choose wisely this time. So am I going to be able to choose wisely next time? Spirit's saying it doesn't matter. There's going to be challenges and obstacles either way, but Spirit's going to be with you either way. So it's like you'll get through each of those challenges and obstacles just as you've been getting through them now. So the important thing is to not be stagnant. Make a choice, take a direction, and start moving in that direction. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. Thank you, Pam. Did we add Catherine? We can add Catherine on there too. And then we'll probably close the list out after Catherine. Thank you, Vanessa. All right. Dream Sequa, say hi to me in the comments. All right, here we go. November outlook. Let's look for the biggest win, Dream Sequa, your biggest win. So a second chakra comes out. Second chakra is where we hold shame, guilt, remorse, that type of energy. This is giving a lot of inner child wounds type of energy. So you've been doing a lot of things that are healing that inner child, and that's going to be your biggest win in the month of November. Your most challenging obstacle, are you ready? You got number 22, and it's going to be the yin yang, and that is going to be my clue card for the twin flame journey. But it is going to be like out with the old and in with the new. So you could be struggling to release something that's old, or you could be struggling to accept something that is new. I feel like it has a lot more with twin energy, and I think it has something to do with like balancing the masculine and feminine. Your leap of faith, you have the garden and the gate coming out. It's number 30. This energy is more about getting out of your comfort zone, getting out of your comfort zone. It's that card, the garden and the gate, where the gate is locked and she's wearing the key. So the other card that goes with this one is called walking away. And it's like she's opened the gate, she's walking out. She has no intentions on coming back. Right now, it's like you're just thinking about it, but you're not actually doing it. And Spirit's asking you to take a leap of faith. And look at this. Oh my gosh, did you see it? Ooh, the goose pimples. Spirit's asking you to take that action. So when you're in your garden, you're in this place that you have made the way you want it. So that's like that. What's what makes you comfortable. When you walking away, the card, it's number 27. But it's like you're going out into this expansion. You're freely, willingly going out into this expansion. That's this expansive. I don't know. I'm not thinking of the right word, but it's spirit. It's source. That's what's out here. It's like this is your spiritual awakening out here. So it's like Spirit's asking you to push forward through your spiritual awakening. Get out of your comfort zone. Stop doing or accepting only the things that like you're comfortable with, right? Sometimes there's things in your journey that you may not necessarily be as comfortable with. And I think that's what Spirit is saying here. All right. I hope that was helpful. Jenna is next with November outlook reading. Jenna, say hi to me in the comments. Thank you, Dream Sequa. Man, we flew through this one fast. We did November transits. We've only been live an hour. It feels so weird. It feels like we've been on longer. So we have Jenna, Oksana, and Starluva, Renee, Pooja, and Catherine. I need to update my list. Starluva, so Renee. How did I get Renee and Starluva swapped around? So Renee was after Starluva. I mean, I got the dyslexia, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. And then Pooja, and then Catherine. Yes, Diana, you're not on the list. Do you want to get one, Diana? Let me know. All right, Jenna, here we go. All right, I'm looking for your biggest win. I seen it bottom of the deck in the mirror when I was getting ready to start shuffling for your cards. Woman holding a heart. So apparently it wanted to come out. It's number 42. Your biggest win is being able to see your worth or your value in a situation. All right, your most challenging obstacle, we have third chakra, Archangel Camille. You're giving your personal power away to some situation. And what's interesting with this card is I'm hearing that you know what this is, and you know that they're taking your power every time that you react to a situation. Stop doing that. All right, leap of faith that needs to come out is indecision. It is going to be that same energy where it's like stagnancy because you're afraid to move forward, thinking, well, if I pick the wrong way, then I'm going to have to face an obstacle. One, there's no such thing as a wrong way. Your soul came down here to learn lessons, and you're going to detour off the path to learn those lessons one way or another. But it's more about like understanding that spirit is with you regardless of which direction you take. It's the stagnancy or inaction that's going to cause more of a delay or more of a problem than if you actually made a decision and moved forward. All right, and then the guidance, we have a door to value. So something about your worth and value, definitely very big in the month of November, and could have something to do, I almost said the word premonition, I don't know why. But what I meant to say was it could have something to do with your spiritual abilities. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Jenna. I hope that was helpful. Excuse me. All right, Oksana is next. Oksana, say hi to me in the comments. Star Luba says, put Diana before me. Did Diana say she wanted to do one? Thank you, Jenna. All right, Oksana, let me know that you waited so very patiently. And then, Diana, are you going to go before Starluva? Oh, I have... Oksana, hello. I think I got a little bit of a delay on my end. All right, here we go. First, am I saying your name right? Is that how you say it, Oksana? Being that cornucopia number 11. Let's see if it comes back out. All right, so the first thing I'm looking for is your biggest win. Oh my goodness. It just flew out. Ooh, it's Saturn. The World card comes out. It's number 29. This could have something to do with Saturn going direct. Your biggest win. Okay, so we're all dealing with a forced alignment in the month of November, Oksana. And I feel like it's very possible. So what happens is, okay, so just pretend like there's this line here. You see this line, and this is the timeline of your life. So your soul said, I want to go down here and I want to have this life. And then as you're going down this life, and you're learning all these lessons that your soul chose for you to learn, you detour and like you go off the path. And I always say people call these mistakes. And I always say, like, there's no such thing as a mistake, Oksana. It's something you had to detour and you had to go down this path so you could learn something to make you stronger, wiser, braver, smarter, all of those things, right? So what happens is when you detour, you are either you align yourself, like you go, oh man, I'm so far off my path. This is not where I'm supposed to be. I've learned this lesson and now I need to go back to where I was originally going, right? Or what normally happens is we experience these big life jarring, like altering moments where spirit, what I call forced alignment. It's like we get too far straight off the path and spirit's like, nope, come back. The more forced it is, the more challenging it is, right? Like the bigger the tower moments, the bigger the explosions, the bigger the chaos, right? But like the easier the alignment is, like if you go, oh yes, I've strayed and I've learned this lesson, I'm ready to go back, then it's like the easier the alignment. So I just did the twin flame current energy update. I posted it Thursday night, guys, Thursday night. So if you missed it for the month of November, it is already over on my YouTube channel under the live tab. But it's like this energy of, we strayed really far. We don't want to turn around. So spirit is, forcibly aligning us back to where we're supposed to be. I do feel that we experience these forced alignments because we have a very important purpose here, especially if you're having this type of spiritual awakening journey. And it's like spirit can't afford for us to be off dilly-dallying right now in the state that the world is in. Right? I mean, I feel like that's about as easy as I could say that. So it's like the forced alignments are happening and they're happening quickly. And like I said, jarringly, it's like it's shaking the crap out of us, right? All right. So I think that you most likely, your biggest win of November is that you saw something. You were like, oh man, I've strayed. I learned my lesson. I'm coming back. I'm surrendering. I'm getting back on my path. The world card says that like you feel like spirit is watching you to see if you make the right decision. It could also say that you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders right now. And again, I just want to say, if you're a spirit having this spiritual awakening or this type of spiritual awakening because of everything that's happening in the world right now, and as this Pluto energy kind of builds up to this big pinnacle moment, it definitely feels like we have the weight of the world on our shoulders sometimes, right? But I think it's more about feeling like spirit's watching you and you want to make sure that you're making the right decision at this time. All right, your most challenging obstacle is envy. So someone could be envious of you, but I think it's more you being envious of someone else. Like, is it possible that there's someone around you that you see them doing something and you're like, why do they get to do that? Or why did I have to go through this more painful, challenging experience and they didn't have to experience this type of challenge? That could be your biggest obstacle. Compassion is really important in the month of November. All right, leap of faith. We have first chakra, Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael coming out is kind of proving a point to me, because Archangel Michael is the archangel that protects us, that are on, again, this specific type of spiritual awakening journey. The first chakra is about your root chakra. You could be questioning who you are. Are you even on this type of spiritual awakening journey? Why did you experience this in the first place? Definitely could be the energy, like where you need to take a leap of faith. And then the guidance, we have woman holding a coin coming back out. Spirit's asking you to look at your value, understand your worth. The black cat always sticks out to me. The purple is sticking out to me, Oksana. So it could have something to do with like royalty, ancestors, where you come from, but there's something about the value in your abilities. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Star Luva, Renee, Pooja, Catherine, and Diana. Now, I thought I seen Star Luva tell me to put Diana in front of Star Luva. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. Kit Kat, hello. We can add Kit Kat to the list. Thank you, Oksana. All right, so she did. Sarluva says she did. So Diana, do you want to go? No, look, Diana says let Sarluva go first. All right, Sarluva, we're going with you. And then Renee, Pooja, Catherine, and Diana. And now we're going to add Kit Kat to the list. And then that's it, I promise, after that. Thank you, Oksana. It's okay. Let's do Starluva. I'm gonna go through them pretty quickly. Oh, no worries, Oksana. I think I have a little bit of a delay as well. All right, Starluva, are you ready? Here we go. All right, so remember, we're looking at November outlook. The entire month of November. We did go over all the transits at the beginning of the live. So keep that energy in mind. Wow. Biggest win. We have Door to Romance, number 33. Starluva, it's my absolute favorite number 33, which makes it my favorite oracle in any oracle set, right? Door to Romance says there's an opportunity for a romance here, Starluva, but you have your heart locked away in this cage. Let's see what is going to be the most challenging obstacle with this situation. The indecision card coming back out. This is coming out a lot for us, right? So it's this energy of like we're afraid to make a move. We think maybe it's someone. I'm getting this energy like maybe you've surrendered to your journey and you're like, yeah, I don't want to make a mistake. Or I've experienced enough delays. I don't want to cause another delay, right? It could be that energy as well. And Spirit saying, that's not the point. The point is to move in faith. The point is to make a decision and know that Spirit's going to be with you in that decision. So that's going to be your most challenging obstacle. All right, leap of faith. We have door to personal healing and happiness. You have to go through the doorway. You have to remove anything blocked in your threshold. I don't think anything's blocking the threshold. I think it's just you. I think it's just fear of opening that heart, allowing someone to come into something that you've guarded and protected for quite some time. The numbers are sticking out to me strongly, 33, 8, and 34. All right, let's pull the guidance card, Starluva, door to value. It's definitely about opening the door to something, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Starluva. I hope that was helpful. All right. Renee is next. Renee, say hi to me in the comments. Renee joining us on Facebook. All right, Renee, the first thing we're looking at is your biggest win in November. Your biggest win for November. Your biggest win. We have action. You take action. Something comes in quickly, moves very fastly. Very fast. Fastly. How mercy. But this is that card with the horses, Renee. I love it. That it's the horses one, right? But it's the card too that says the horses are moving so fast that there's a blur. So it's like your biggest win is that you're able to move very quickly through something that could be challenging. It's like you don't have to deal with it too long. It moves really fast. All right, your most challenging obstacle. We have woman holding a coin coming back out. So it's like seeing your value or seeing your worth in a situation. The leap of faith that needs to be taken is patience. This could have something to do with divine timing. And guidance to close it out is door to spirit. Door to spirit says the veil is getting thin. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys about this veil. We talk about this every time, like every year around this time, because Halloween is close by right here in the US. I'm live streaming on October 27th. Guys, the veil has been thin. We've all been seeing things. How many of you have been seeing, like, I don't know, like, orbs or, lights that maybe aren't supposed to be there? I've been seeing shadows, which is a little interesting for me. But it's like at one point I was seeing like whole apparitions. So I'm just saying, like, it's definitely this energy of the veil is getting thinner. And as we move through this, period at the end of October, it's actually going to feel like that all through November. Remember, I said by the end of November, your relationship with God is going to be much stronger than it's ever been before. So keep that, in mind. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Pooja. Pooja is next. Pooja, say hi to me in the comments. Nicole, hello. Oh, Pooja wants a general guidance from Keepers of the Light. Pooja. Healer of the Ages came out. Healer of the Ages came out before I could stop it. There is some contracts that needs to be balanced out, something that maybe you're not seeing all the details. And I do feel that this massive energy, massive healing energy is here to bring some sort of balance. There's something about the way his hands are open, and there's something about his heart chakra explosion happening there. So some type of healing in a situation that you have a contract with. But I will pull a Keepers of the Light oracle for you. Look at that. Kalima, facing fear, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Oh my gosh, Pooja, this has me so excited for you. All right, I hope it was helpful, Pooja. All All right, Catherine is next. Catherine, say hi to me in the comments, please, Catherine. Oh, no, not at all, ever, Pooja, not ever. All right. Thank you, Pooja. All right, Catherine, I'm doing November outlooks. November outlooks. I'm going to start with your biggest win. Your biggest win. The journey card coming out, number 2. You could have decided on a new direction in some type of partnership. Doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partnership, but definitely could be. Could be. And of course, it's the journey card, so it definitely could have something to do with your twin journey as well. The most challenging obstacle you're going to experience with this situation, again, woman holding a coin. Oh my goodness. So it's like, again, this energy of us not understanding our value or our worth in a situation, or not understanding the value or worth in our own abilities. Something, I think that's really going to be it. The numbers are sticking out to me, Catherine. 242. All right, the leap of faith that you need to take. We have man holding a heart. It's number 45. So it definitely could have something to do with a partner or a relationship. This is more soulmate energy, man holding a heart. But it's giving me like 2 of cups energy, soulmate, the I water you, you water me, we grow together energy. It's going to be number 45. So again, the numbers are sticking out. 2, 4, 2, 4, 5. All right, let's pull guidance. You have 52, goddess of the moon. Goddess of the moon, Catherine says, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, I have Diana and Kit Kat. Diana and Kit Kat. Diana, are we doing a November outlook? Let me know. Guys, I do have one announcement that I meant to share at the very beginning of the live. And now I'm not seeing the video I had. Oh, that's terribly upsetting. Never mind. I guess we'll talk about it on Tuesday. All right, here we go. I don't want to talk about it on Tuesday. Guys, we've started a new astrology group, for beginners. It's going to be over on my PLR website. So if you guys haven't went and checked out my new website, go do that. Link is going to be in the description box. I'm offering a monthly membership for astrology fundamentals, where we just talk about the basics and then we talk about the astrology that we're currently in. But I will be going over all of the things like the planets, the houses, the aspects, that type of stuff. I want you to be able to read your own birth charts. That is my goal here. I am charging $12.99 as a monthly reoccurring fee, and I will be doing 2 lives a month in this astrology group. I will be doing them right now. I have them scheduled for Mondays at noon my time. Now, of course, you don't have to be there live, but it is better if you are, because I will be offering free live Q&A at the end of these live streams. Again, over on our PLR website only, if you're interested. First month is half off, guys, half off. So, I mean, I can't get much more affordable than that, right? Link is going to be in the description box. All right, Diana, November outlook. So we just went over the November transits. We had so much Pluto energy. And that's kind of what I'm picking up right now. But let's see, what is the biggest win? Your biggest win in the month of November. First chakra, Archangel Michael comes out. It's number 35. You could feel very grounded. It's like no matter what's happening, you know who you are, you know what your power is, and it's giving you this like extra drive forward. I'm also picking up some Mars energy. This could definitely have something to do with Mars going into Leo, right? Like you become more everything becomes more direct with that energy. Right now, it's really wishy-washy because it's in their feelings, and it's like it's causing everything to feel like soft. It's not firm. You don't. It's not like you're not feeling confident in certain situations. So the biggest win in November is like you get that confidence. All right, your most challenging obstacle. We do have hostilities coming out. So I want to point out that there's actually two cards. There's the deceit card and there's the hostilities cards. The deceit card says someone's being hostile towards you as well, but they're doing it behind your back. The hostilities card says that someone is being hostile towards you to your face. So it's like someone doesn't like something that you're saying or doing, but you don't care. You're super grounded and super confident in what you're saying or doing. All right, leap of faith that you'll need to take is second chakra. You don't need to care. That's what's going to happen, Sandra. Sandra, Diana. You need to let it, like, not. Sacral chakra is like shame, guilt, remorse. Don't let it like grab a hold of you and make you feel bad for something, especially if you're standing up for yourself and speaking truth. All right, guidance, Diana, appreciation comes out. It could say that you're not sure what's left after a situation is finished, but you're going to find something to be able to appreciate. Again, most of the times, that's going to be the lesson that we learned before our forced alignment, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Kit Kat is last one. Crow's Nest. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kit Kat, let me know that you're still here and that you waited so very patiently. I definitely have to do the Crow's Nest. Um, and I feel like that energy's been here. You've been here before, right? Crow's Nest, let me know. Nope, she says I'm new. Wow, that's so weird. Okay, let me tell you why I feel like I felt that energy before. How many of you guys are learning about okay, so when we're having this awakening, we experience different people, different archangels, different spirits that help us in like different ways. So for me, the Morgan has been like coming up over and over and over. And I'm starting to learn about that particular spirit and that particular energy and what lessons she brings, right? It's usually energy that's needed when you're facing, some pretty big battles in life. So the reason I said I have to do the Crow's Nest 1408, even though I feel like this, I don't know why, I feel like it's not new, but it's because of the name Crow's Nest. Because with the Morgan, you kind of, if you're dealing with this spirit or like you're dealing with this energy, um, if you guys remember, like during the summer, I was really like getting a lot of this like Athena warrior type of energy. And I do feel like it was because I was moving into my own end of an era, where we kind of step into like, the cardinal signs. They talked about it, like, you're stepping into what they call the villain era, right? It's like where you don't have any issue with being the villain in someone's story, right? It's that type of energy. So now with the Morgan, it's the crows. It's going to be the crows, and it's like I'm just seeing the crows everywhere. It's like I can't, every card I look at, every book I open, I don't know, the crows are just everywhere. So it's like that's going to be, again, for my own personal awakening journey, pretty significant. So it's like when I seen her name, I was like, I gotta do that one. All right. Did we hear from Kit Kat? Have we seen Kit Kat? Did she wait so very patiently? I think she was on YouTube. And if not, we can go ahead and do Crow's Nest and then just wrap it up. I mean, what are the odds that you would come in here at the very end of the list? We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 readings. We've done 11 readings. I normally close it off at 11 readings too, so that's interesting. All right, I'm not seeing Kit Kat, so I think we're going to go ahead and do Crow's Nest 1408. All right, Crow's Nest. So I have this reading that I'm doing, November Outlook. We actually we looked at all of November astrology transits at the beginning. Yeah, I remember it was on YouTube, but I'm not seeing a comment. I'm not seeing a hi in the box. If she comes back, of course, just let me know. So that's the free reading that I'm offering tonight. I look at your biggest win for the month of November, your most challenging obstacle, a leap of faith that you'll need to take, and some guidance. So I can do that reading for you, or I can offer you a general guidance reading. My name is Jessica. I'm a single Leo, been single 3 years. Can I ask what's coming in love for me or in the near future? Okay, so I think that's going to be the one then. Let's do the November outlook because that's going to show us like what you're going to be, dealing with this month, right? All right, let's see what comes out. All right, so the first thing I'm looking at is your biggest wins. Wow, look at the financial constraints comes out. Money, cha-ching. That's nice. All right, so biggest win, and that's interesting too, because full moon in Taurus is about getting your finances in order, right? So how interesting is that? That full moon comes in on November, I think it's 15th. All right, so this is number 13. Financial constraints is that card that says like you keep going to your pantry and pulling out what you need, and then something big happens, so you run to your pantry, but it's empty because you didn't replenish. So your biggest win is either going to be like finances, budgeting, sticking to your budget. That's going to be really important in the month of November. And it could also be like some type of financial, I almost said inheritance. If that's the case, it would have to happen while we're still in Scorpio season, especially if you have any big Scorpio placements. But it's definitely like I'm seeing like money coming in, like finances coming in. And it's not just a little bit of money either. So that's really interesting. All right, most challenging obstacle you're going to face is action. So it's like when this money comes in, everything picks up, and now all of a sudden you got to start moving a lot faster. And it's like expectation. So it's like people may expect you to move a lot faster. It could also be that if the money comes in and it's like it's been taking a long time, and the most challenging obstacle is just waiting and allowing something to come in at its own pace. That could definitely be it too. All right, leap of faith. We have the broken heart coming out. So broken heart shows this, of course, a broken heart, but it's actually on the mend. You can see that it started to mend towards the top of the picture. At the bottom, it's definitely still cracked open, and there's a tear coming out. So it's like leap of faith. You still have some broken heart about a situation, and you're going to be asked to move before you feel like you're fully healed in a situation. All right, the guidance is going to be the thinking man. The thinking man is number 46 in the energy oracle, and it talks about he has this crystal in his hand, right? And it's like he has this gem. He has this thing that he knows is of some value, but he's not quite sure what to do with it. So the thinking man says someone comes into your environment and they explain something to you that you've been trying to figure out for quite some time. And that's going to be month of November. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, that's it. That's going to be our November transits and love and astrology. I hope all that information was helpful tonight. If you got a free reading, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button for me for some energy exchange. I do appreciate it. I hope to see everyone on Tuesday. Now, on Tuesday, I'm going to be doing again another zodiac marathon. We will be doing them by elements, so fire, water, earth, and air. They are already posted, but please remember that I'm doing a marathon day, so I may start one right after finishing one. It's very possible. If you catch me live, yay, thank you for coming in. If you don't catch me live, please don't worry. I will put timestamps in the description box and you'll be able to click on there. It'll take you exactly where you want to go. Crow's Nest, thank you so very much. All right, guys, remember Thursday, I will be back. We will do something special. I'm kind of thinking pick a card. We just finished our twin flame current energy for the month of November. That is finished and posted over on my YouTube channel under the live tab. So if you missed it, make sure to check that out for me. So I think we're going to do something fun this Thursday. Maybe a pick a card for sure. We haven't done one in a while. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Diana, thank you for helping us on all the platforms. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you for moderators who came in. Sandra was here. I seen you. I love you ladies so very much. Everyone say happy birthday to Michelle's son. That's why she couldn't be with us, but she will definitely be back next Sunday, I'm sure. And that's it, guys. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. Go check out our PLR website for that new astrology group where we're going to be having those beginner course classes. I think that will be really helpful and help you understand your own personal birth chart as well. All right. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good evening, everyone.